Will, back into the starting 11 at Grimsby on Tuesday night and a clean sheet. How did you feel it went?
As a team, I thought we were below the standards we set, especially first half. I thought that wasn't us really as a team. We're very sloppy in possession, and sort of watching it back, the first 10 minutes weren't too bad. We settled all right. After that, they had sustained pressure for probably the majority of the half. Second half were much better. We've probably dictated the play, I'd say, without threatening their goal too much, but it were much better as a performance. Personally, I'm happy to be playing the middle of back three, which I hadn't done too much really under this gaffer. Played there quite a lot when I first signed for the club, but I enjoyed it, yeah.
And up against James Hanson's always going to be a bit of a battle, wasn't it, until he went off?
Yeah, he's obviously got a good reputation at this level and probably above as well, but yeah, it's something I enjoyed, to be fair, pitting myself against him, and the aerial challenges and the physicality of it, it was good, yeah.
And the trust that the gaffer shows in you by putting you in the middle of the three, because he could have put you either side.
Yeah, we could have done a lot of things, obviously, so yeah, that's a compliment. I've just got to take got to do the job, and I thought I did okay. So.
And working as a unit, obviously, the skipper moved out one, so a little bit of a rejig. How much work does that take to sort of settle that down so that everyone knows what they're doing through the 90 minutes?
We do a lot of work, to be honest, as a defensive unit, the defenders, and we do a lot of work because there's a relatively small group of us, working in near enough every position, the work we do. So I could be playing wing back, for example, Toes playing left wing back, stuff like that. So the work that we've done on the training ground is constantly drilled, whether you're playing, not playing, you know what is required in each role. So there isn't really much of an excuse to not understand what you should be doing, where you should be at any point really, regardless of whether you've been playing or not.
Jacob Greaves came in, got a chance because you were injured and took his chance. How much is there now the same chance for you with Charlie Raglan out?
Yeah, it's competition for places, like it's been said a lot. Obviously Greaves has come in, done well. As a team, we've had a good defensive record. I think that starts from the front, and the organisation we've got throughout the 11 away from home. I think we've conceded 2 goals in the last 7, I think. So it's obviously turned that around from the away form, what it used to be like. So I think that's got to be applauded really, and we've got to have a look and take a bit of confidence from that moving forward. So everyone, the whole team, every man in the squad has played a part in that. So that'll be what we're looking to do moving forward.
And how tough has it been waiting on the sidelines? Obviously you've played in the Checker Trade, which is the leasing.com trophy even now. Didn't go very well that night, but I suppose that was just a crazy game.
Yeah, it's been frustrating. Every footballer wants to play, and I'm no different. Probably a bit more frustrating because obviously it means a lot personally and it means a lot to everyone, but it has been frustrating, but you've got to bide your time. I've tried to do what I can to prepare myself and be ready for when an opportunity pops up. Obviously the Checker Trade game was carnage, I could probably describe it as. I think that were a bit of a one-off. I don't think I've ever been involved in a game like that before myself, so it was good last night, Tuesday, to sort of get that not out of my system, because I won't blame myself for massive amounts of it, but to reflect on my last game as not conceding 7 goals, it's definitely a bit better, yeah.
And obviously looking to keep your place for the FA Cup and Port Vale at home this Saturday. The manager's told us nothing changes, it's just the next game, which I suppose is the right way to approach it.
Yeah, I think they're in our league, so literally we're playing them in a couple more weeks, out with 3 or 4 weeks I think again. So literally approach it like we do every other game. Yeah.
And how similar are Port Vale to Cheltenham in the way that you've both improved this season?
Yeah, I don't know how similar they'll be, but obviously we both have had an upturn in form, and now we're getting into closing on 20 games, so there's a bit of sustained consistency in there. So obviously something's turned around at both clubs. I'm not sure, I can't really speak for theirs, but I know it's definitely turned around here, so it'll be good to see where we're at and where they're at, yeah.
And what has turned around for Cheltenham?
I think it's been spoke about a lot, to be honest. Standards is massive. Everything's been up to level. So it's been set, the standards have been set, and we need to keep driving them, to be honest. So it's down to us now to continue to perform on the pitch and every day doing everything right.
And the away form's been sorted out as well. How much does that sort of give you a boost, but also is that just the way that football's going at the moment, that teams are finding it hard to play at home and hard to win at home?
I'm not sure that's the way football's going. I think you can't shoehorn everything and everyone into one sort of category, to be honest. I think there's a lot of circumstances that are different at different clubs, but we've managed to turn our away form around. The home form's still stayed good, although we have lost a record, but still happy with the home form over the last however many games. But I think it's just circumstantial, really, and it's still pitch, home or away, no matter where you're playing. Obviously there's the fans, which normally gives you a boost, but I don't think it should make a massive difference personally.